Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday night. My name is Ellen, and I'm so thankful that you guys decided to hop on our collaborative Fit Finance, Get Fit to Go, Power Crew, and Team Play Hard. I'm like, which team am I forgetting? Oh, yeah, mine. Wait, there's one more. Oh, yeah, it's my team. Thank you for joining this collaboration. It feels more and more every week like we are becoming like a unified, like there's not these boundaries between who's on what team anymore. So thank you. Tonight I'm going to talk to you guys about something that I hope is practical, something that you can walk away from tonight's call with, if nothing else, new gears turning in your mind that haven't turned before in terms of recruiting. So I did make a little PowerPoint, and I am going to try to keep this to 30 minutes. So let me go ahead and pull that PowerPoint up. And let me move you guys out of the way. Okay. So tonight I'm going to be talking about recruiting differently and thinking outside of the box for your business. So I would say, in my experience, that there are kind of these traditional, normal, expected ways to recruit. And when we join, I don't know if you're a new coach joining live tonight or you're a new coach watching the replay, but typically when we start with our quote unquote warm market, and we reach out to our closest friends and our family members. Let me just read the chat to see if, can I read the chat while I'm, oh, it's Sherry's saying it's blurry. It's because of my internet. It's because I live in the country, and if it's blurry, I'm probably having a poor connection right now. So hopefully you can read it. I can see Garen, Cloud. Does it look legible for you guys? It's really hard to read the chat while okay, I'm getting a thumbs up. It's really hard for me to read chat while I'm in presentation mode. So, oops, see, it made me skip ahead I'm not going to open the chat right now. So text my cell phone if you have like it's not working. So as a new coach, we reach out to friends and family. We do our memory jogger, right? We fill out that memory jogger from our new coach training, and we come up with a list of about 100 names. We start inviting to challenge groups, and we also start Facebooking and Instagramming to varying degrees, building our brand, hoping to create attraction marketing, and we're doing the kind of jab, 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 right hook method of running our business, meaning we are softly selling by attracting people to us with our lifestyle. But meanwhile, we're also peppering in the harder asks, asking people to join us, asking people to join our team, asking people directly to join our challenge groups. These are very traditional, classic ways. Then there's also coffee shop talks. I have met so many people in Starbucks to talk about the business. I think that that's a very classic way. Gosh, I swear I couldn't have built my rank to diamond without Starbucks coffee shops. I did so much of in-person meeting to meeting there, especially, well, I always have, but especially in the beginning. Then there are webinar presentations. That's like what you guys have been exposed to with this collaboration where Holly, Cam, and myself, and then also I'm not sure if Laura and Michelle are on, but Laura and Michelle and I recently did one together where we invite, and then you have a few speakers and we present the business for you. And then there's sneak peek groups. So these are kind of classic. These are kind of like if you're watching Beachbody Champions, you're listening to National Wake Up Calls, you're watching Top Coaches, you typically hear about these methods. And so what I want to do with you tonight is get you thinking about other methods. All right, let's move on. So these are some of the non-traditional ways. This is going to be the heart of the call, these 3 points. These are some of the non-traditional ways that I have been able to kind of build my organization. So number 1 is corporate wellness. Number 2 is boutique wellness. And number 3 is boutique gyms and big box gyms. So those 3 things are what we're going to talk about mostly. And let me break those down. So the first one of those 3 is corporate wellness. So first, let me explain what exactly corporate wellness is and kind of the why behind corporate wellness programs. So when you have a company like we in Eugene, Oregon, we have Symantec is here. It's this huge company with a bazillion employees, and they have a beautiful fitness facility and gym in their basement. It's gorgeous. And so why would this Symantec, provide a fitness facility for their employees? Because corporations know that, and employers know that fit, healthy people make better employees. They're happier, they are higher performing, they take less sick days, they're more motivated, they think clearer. Exercise does all these things. It is true, and business owners know it. So business owners actually want fit employees. And so that was an example of this Symantec. I'm going to give you a lot of like allegory tonight and examples just kind of from my experience that you can draw from and extrapolate into your own, where you live and what companies you're around and what opportunities you have in your neighborhood and community. But Symantec, for example, has this gym, but most companies don't. Most companies don't have a gym. Maybe it's a small business. Maybe it's a small business with not tons of employees, or maybe it's a pretty big business, but they just don't have a gym. They still want employees that are working out and healthy and happy. So, that gives us an in. That gives us a solution that we can provide. So my challenge to you is to think about corporations, businesses in your communities that have employees, and go seek out the manager, the owner, or get them on the phone or get them face to face and ask if you can have a lunch hour or a staff meeting or a board meeting to present a wellness solution that is free for the employer. Like, it's a win-win. So I went to a debt collecting firm that had multiple employees, and they gave me a lunch hour to talk to all these employees about, and I chose at the time to do 21-day fix. I brought in the containers. I should have done a PowerPoint presentation. That would have been brilliant. I didn't. I brought in the containers, and I brought in the cookbook, and I talked about the workouts, and I think they were still on DVD at the time. And so I opened all that stuff up. I had like physical stuff to show, and I sold 9 challenge packs in that meeting. I sold 9 challenge packs, and the owner wanted people to join me and to get into my Facebook group and do the program. And it was really successful. So the goal of the corporate wellness is really to get people in a challenge group, to sell fitness programs, to sell challenge packs. At least it was for me with that example. Now I want to talk about boutique wellness. And I hope that this video will play, because I did see that Sherry said my internet strength isn't very good right now. It's a very short, like 8-second video. Okay, so first let me tell you, this is a chiropractic office. And so this is the second. Remember I had 3, I'm going to give you 4 examples. The first one is corporate wellness. The second one is boutique wellness. And then the third and fourth ones are boutique gyms and big box gyms. So think about massage therapy centers, like boutique centers, like maybe a spa that does Botox and skincare treatments, chiropractic, things along this line. So I have a friend who is a massage therapist, and she works out of her home, but she also works out of this particular office, and it's a chiropractic office. And she's a coach in my, she's so far down. She's a friend of mine, but she's like enrolled under my son, who's enrolled under my husband, who's enrolled under me. And then the chiropractor is enrolled under her. And there's a reason I'm saying that. He's like 4 or 5 levels down from my business. So you would think like, why would I care? His business center has become one of the bigger volume producing businesses, and he's not interested in coaching. He's not interested in coaching at all, but he loves Shakeology. He believes in it. He understands the ingredients better than I do. And he is absolutely obsessed with the performance line. So he's like, sure, let's set up a little display. So even though he's like 4 or 5 levels down from my business center in terms of volume, it's a huge win for me personally. And it's a win for all those coaches in between that receive the volume that rolls up. And if you're new to coaching and you don't understand volume, it's basically all those point totals that are associated with products. And all you really need to know is the more volume that is produced in your organization, no matter how many levels deep, whether they're personally sponsored by you or not, you can see them in your drill down, they matter to your business. And the more volume you get, the bigger and more robust your cycle bonus. Okay, just look at the lay of the land with this quick video. Those are little masks, like heated, scented, homemade masks that someone is selling. Some little, those balls for like rolling out, like pressure points. Okay, watch. Let me try this again.
You don't need to talk to him.
No.
Okay.
Those are essential oils, handmade soaps, homemade lotion. So in that quick little 8-second video, you can see some like all kinds of stuff for sale. It's all like in his shop, he's selling essential oils, which is a competitor of ours. I mean, kind of, but it's not a competitor. It's another network marketing company. But they go hand in hand. They're all healthy. They're all therapeutic. There was homemade soaps, homemade massage oils, homemade masks like for stress that smelled like lavender. Okay, let me click to the, we just watched that. Now watch this video. This is the display that I set up.
I think it would be important. Well, it's on
Look at the binder.
Yeah.
All stuff from our Coach Online office.
He was supposed to make
Benefits of Shakeology. How it compares to other products. What the ingredients are. Okay, let me take it to this photo. Okay, so here's a picture of the display that we just looked at in the video. There's a brochure about Daily Sunshine. There's the trifold brochure. Like the trifold brochure is in our Coach Online office. Then there's this booklet, which I'm going to talk to you guys about in a second. And then there's some Shakeology packets for sale, some bars for sale that people just buy while they're sitting there waiting. And by the way, this is not out of compliance. We're not allowed to be like a retail hotspot. Like we're not allowed to like 7-Eleven can't just like sell our products. But a membership base, like a place that has an exclusive membership base, like these people have their clients, their paying clients are coming into this. People aren't walking, you can't walk in off the street and just shop here. So this is not something that is out of compliance to have a little display like this. And while people are waiting for their appointment or when they're leaving and after they get their massage or their chiropractic, there's a naturopath in the office. They're healthy. They are interested in our product. Our product is amazing. And they can read about it. These are healthy people or people that want to get healthier that are coming. Again, I just wanted to show you the display. I'm sorry I can't look at the chat right now. I'll look at it as soon as the presentation is done, but it's really hard in this presentation mode for me to look at it. Top volume. And then let me just talk to you about my presentation. So with this group, when I learned that I had the opportunity to have a little table display in this office with a naturopath, massage therapist, and a chiropractic office, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous office. I came in and I think I had every single staff member come in, except for the woman who manned the phones during my talk to them. I was prepared. I made notes. I was very nervous because I was talking to doctors. Like, I was talking to people way above my pay grade, way above my intellect level. And so I had to disclaim that I don't want to speak outside of my scope of practice, that I'm not a nutritionist. But what I am is a certified nutrition specialist, which I obtained through ACE. I am someone who has worked in the gym industry for years, and I have been using this product for 6 years. In fact, I called Cam before I gave this presentation. I was nervous about it, and she was kind of functioning as my success partner. And I said, like, oh my gosh, like, what do I say? I'm going to be talking to doctors. Like, there's doctors that are going to be listening to me talk about Shakeology. Like, what am I going to say? And she said, tell them your story. Share, make it personal. Speak to what it's done in your life. And so that's how I started my presentation. I also brought in the performance line. I also brought in samples, and I gave them away because that tends to work for me. I know some people like to sell their samples, which is great. I usually, like, if someone's going to sit in on a presentation for an hour, I gave them a Shakeology packet. I brought in the Fixate cookbook. I brought in the portion control containers. And I used this to talk about Shakeology. And those doctors enrolled as customers too. So this was hugely beneficial. There's a page in this brochure right here that I used as my guide for talking about Shakeology. I said, it has these things: protein and amino acids, antioxidants and superfoods, phytonutrients and supergreens, adaptogen herbs, pre and probiotics, and digestive enzymes. I'm just reading it. And well, first I talked from my heart about what it is, how it makes me feel. I talked about our clinical trials that we learned about at Summit last year. I had the numbers in front of me, but basically there was something like people that drank Shakeology compared to placebo consumed 170 less calories on every subsequent meal. 170 less calories on every subsequent meal, the people that drank Shakeology. Think about 170 calories, the compound effect of that day after day after day after day compared to placebo shake. Equal calorie shake. The difference is that it was so satiating to them that they didn't eat as much on their next meal. That's huge. And I shared the other clinical trial that we have that what says Shakeology is clinically proven to lower bad cholesterol, decrease weight, and what was the third one? Anyway, I had all those studies available to me. I read this page, and anyway, I'll move on because I want to end on time. But I just awkwardly gave this presentation in their cafeteria, in their little tiny lunchroom cafeteria, not cafeteria, but kitchen area that this office has. The why. So the why behind my corporate wellness, the one that was at the debt collecting firm, that was I really wanted them in a challenge group. I really wanted customers. I wanted challengers. I wanted to be like the corporate wellness program. I wanted to be their corporate wellness program. This boutique chiropractic massage naturopath office, I want to drive sales and volume through this coach that's down my drill down, deep down. Because I know the benefit of adding team volume to my team. Because I'm not receiving any challenge packs. That's not the goal here. I don't see the people that come into this store. I'm not there. I can't answer their questions. I can't connect with them on Facebook. I didn't talk about this, but if you see my cursor, that little QRL code, that I just figured it out. I just figured out a way for that. I just Googled it. Like, how do I create a QRL code so that they could go like open their camera and it gives them directions, open their camera, and boom, they're in this website of this coach. All right. The third-ish, fourth-ish, and final category that I wanted to talk to you about is boutique gyms. And where do I begin? These are two of my coaches, and they're husband and wife. And they own a gym that is not totally in my area. It's hours away, but it is in the same state that I live in. And how cute are they? They own this gym called Momentum Fitness, and they have beautifully integrated what we do as coaches with this boutique, lovely gym that they have created together. They have the monopoly in their small town on fitness. There are no other gyms in their small town. They have a very small town, and they are the place to go for fitness. How cute are they? Like, this is, here, let me try to move us out of the way a little bit. This is their, oops, I can't really do it very well. Hang on, I'm trying to move. There, that's a little better. How cute are they? Like, this is them doing Lift 4 as a gym. It's amazing. As a challenge group. Here they are again, still being adorable. These are just like some of the pictures that I stole like a creeper from their challenge group, because I was in their challenge group because I wanted to watch. Well, let me back up. Like, they're just, it's amazing. Like, they're co-branding so well. Like, this girl is wearing a Momentum Fitness shirt. And some of the people in their challenge group, most of them did it in the building together, like a class, like a group exercise class, but it was BOD together. Some of them did it from home. So their challenge group was kind of mixed. And so what they've done really beautifully is they branded their two businesses as one brand. You know, their coach account is Momentum Fitness. Their gym is Momentum Fitness. Their Instagram is Momentum Fitness. And they've blurred the line between a home business and a gym business, and they've just made it one business. There's no line. It's just the same. People come and take Beachbody Live. They teach everything. They teach country heat. They teach size. They do core to force. They do PiYo. They do Insanity. They do P90X. They are a Beachbody boutique gym. And I tried to get her to come on this call, but she's not able to because she's busy running this business. I wanted to interview her, both of them, Mandy and Kyle, for you guys tonight. And if I can get them on the line for a future call, I will. I wanted to be able to like pick their brains so you guys could see, like, they're just normal. They're just great people. They're just normal people. And they just decided, why can't we rent this like building and get some equipment and make a Beachbody Live gym? And so what you see with them is volume surges, where they rally their whole entire gym, which is their whole entire community, around doing a program together. And then, of course, they have Beachbody Live offerings as well. They have perfect synergy between the home business and the live business. And their community is equally a physical community and a virtual community. It's really neat, you guys. And then I just wanted to quickly say there's also, and what I meant by, if I back up, what I meant by boutique boxes, the boutiques are like the little CrossFits in your area, and the little boxes, the boutiques, the small, like the people who teach Zumba. So they rent, 1,400 square feet storefront in your downtown. Those people collaborate, or get a Beachbody Live cert if you don't already have one, and offer to teach, and see if they're open to having a supplement display. Or your hairdresser, maybe your hairdresser is open to you doing a display for trade, for product or something. So big boxes, I don't want to spend a lot of time here. There's a couple of people, big boxes meaning like bigger gyms, huge gyms making huge impacts, or That's what I mean. So Trina Gray, I'm sure you guys, many of you, if you've been around the block, know who she is. She's in Alpena, Michigan. And she harmonizes just like Mandy does, Mandy and Kyle do, but on a much larger scale. She has integrated the Beachbody coaching business into a highly functioning gym. And similarly, so has Don Murphy. He's in New York, and he owns like one of the biggest Gold's gyms that we have. And I'm about to wrap up here, and maybe me. So I work with a very huge gym, enormous facility with huge membership base here in Eugene. And, you know, I've thought, and they have a juice bar, and they do smoothies, and they have everything. And I thought for years, like, oh my gosh, if I could just get Shakeology in that juice bar. And like, you know, some of this is just having all the right timing. And so just as of this last week, the owner of this facility has asked me if I would be willing to help our personal trainers learn how to add something like I do, build a brand for themselves on social media and implement something like Beachbody so that they could supplement their income, because it's hard to make a living as a personal trainer. And he wants them to be able to. So this is an opportunity that I might be able to have. So we will see on that note. So I just want to wrap this up and then maybe quickly open it up to a couple questions and finally read the chat that you guys have patiently been waiting for me to read the chat. You have to prepare. It's a scary thing to step outside of the box and do something different. I was so scared talking to those doctors at the chiropractic, naturopath, massage therapy center. I was terrified. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to be embarrassed. I didn't want to look stupid, and I didn't want to fail. But I faced it, and I did it, and I disclaimed that I wasn't a nutritionist, and I just told the truth, and I just shared my story and my passion and our products. And I came prepared, which helped me with my nerves, but it also helped me provide like solid facts and clinical trials and what the ingredients are and why, how they benefit our body, whether it's our immune system or what. I came prepared. And I didn't like, you know, this packet, this little pamphlet, like has all that. This comes in your box of Shakeology every month. Be willing to go deep in your downline, those of you guys that have a big downline, and just know that maybe a coach 7 levels below you, if you have been in this long enough to have multiple levels underneath you, those levels affect you so much. And sometimes I know for a long time, was like just caught up in helping my personally sponsored coaches. And then lastly, just be creative. That's what I have tried to be with my recruiting. It has served me well in some instances, like the ones I'm sharing with you guys tonight. And be willing to think outside of the box to the degree that I would just be so thrilled if you guys came up with other ideas that I've never thought of. So let me go ahead and stop the share and read the chat. Okay. Oh, is it against compliance to put it in a YMCA? So this is what, sorry, I'm reading them out of order now. Okay, so I have talked to Jemima about this, and what she said in terms of like, let's say a gym, for example, and I'm gonna take it off speaker view because we do not need to see my face this big. I'm gonna put it on gallery view. Stop, spotlight view, and gallery view. Yay, much better. She said we can't, her verbiage, and this was a few years ago when I asked, so assuming nothing has changed in the policies and procedures, so if it has, like, I don't know, maybe read them yourself or ask for yourself, but she said we can't be a retail hotspot, and she used the 7-Eleven as an example. You can't have a business sell Shakeology, like retail it to the world, where people can just walk in and buy it from a store. That's why it's not in the GNCs of the world. How could we run our businesses how would we compete with that? However, we can have a gym sell to their membership. So that's not, nobody can walk in off the street and be like, I'm going to go bag a bag of Shakeology today into their facility because they sell to their members. And the same thing I believe to be true with the chiropractic office that is selling the essential oils and all those other, the soaps and the rubs and everything that they can sell to their clients. It's an exclusive group. It's not a retail hotspot. So I think, let's see, Brittany with the boutique wellness, how do you make sure people who walk into those shops or businesses buy into the account? Well, in that, I wish I had a clear picture of it. In the binder, in the chiropractic office, it says there's a QRL code and the typed out link. We do run the risk. The reason I wanted to do the QRL code is because we always run the risk with a typed out link. You always run the risk that they make a typo. And if there's a typo, it'll redirect them to not beachbodylive.com, sorry. Sorry, master trainer brain. It'll redirect them to Beachbody, and then we won't get the credit for the sale. And that's why I'm like, I should put a QRL code so it automatically takes them to the store. So I just Googled free QRL code, and it was so easy. You copy and paste your coach ID, your coach link to your store, and it converts it into a really cool JPEG. And then that JPEG, I put it on the Word, I made on Word document, a flyer, and I grabbed, it took a long time for me to make that setup. I had to create the flyer to look all professional, which I'd be happy to share with you guys. I'm sure I saved it. I know I saved it in my files actually. So, and then also I put on that front page, if you're interested in running your own fitness and nutrition home business, please contact Anita Miles. And I put her cell phone number there. Now, Anita is my friend. Under my husband, under my son, but above the chiropractor. Because the chiropractor doesn't care about, he loves our products. He's happy to share a table in his office. He believes in our products. But he's not interested in running a business or having coaches sign up under him at all. So that's why I put, if interested in running your own business, doing this for yourself, please contact Anita Miles and her phone number. So that's a great question. And that's the best way I've been able to, sorry, Dana had to run. That's the best way I've been able to do it. Anytime Fitness. Is Anytime Fitness the one where, yes, Anytime Fitness. Yes. I do know an Anytime Fitness that one of my coaches in Kansas has a display in. Anytime Fitness. She has a display. It's Christy Mick. Sherry, I can connect you guys. The other thing I wanted to say about Brittany's question is they're also just buying the stuff off that table. So then he reorders, which is more volume for our organization. They're not all going on and buying their own bag of Shakeology. If they are, they know how to do it. But a lot of it is just he's selling it. And so he's replenishing his supply, creating volume for all of us, and kind of breaking even. I don't think he was charging very much on those. Oh yeah, which leads me to Sherelle. Am I saying it right? Sherelle, is that how you say it? How do you determine the price? They did, but I noticed they didn't mark it up very much. It's, you can mark it up 25% because we get a 25% commission. I don't think they did that. I think he kind of just wanted to have stuff available. So I don't think there was much of a markup. Yes. But then one of the other ladies there at the office, Kim, did enroll as a coach. So then that's complicated. Then it's then she can set up her own display and have people order through her, I guess. So I don't know, you guys, if that's helpful. We are out of time. I really hope it was. If nothing else, even if you can't figure out something like those 3 anecdotal examples I gave you, just think about other things that aren't always the same old, same old. We do the same old, same old. I still do all the Instagram and the Facebook and the sneak peeks and the webinars and all of that. But But so if something like this were to really take off and it was in your organization, it could really change your bottom line, literally. So that's all I have. Thank you so much for your time tonight and your Q&A. Hit me up with any other questions that you guys have, like offline. And then also, I'm going to leadership tomorrow with all the collaborative leaders of these calls. So we should come back extra energized with extra good stuff. And Super Saturday's coming up, so make sure you get to one or host one. All right. Thank you guys all so much for coming on. Have a great evening.